Hello and welcome to my 15th Python tutorial. This tutorial I will be talking about more on classes. So last time we created the class named person and there were no parameters to the methods or anything. And so I'm going to change that. We're going to have deriving objects and whatever, and I typed up this this class quickly, and I debugged it so that I didn't have to do that while recording. So I copied and pasted it, and we are going, and oopsie, not int it. Alright, ignore that. Don't look at that. So we have created a class named Tank, as if we were making a tank game, and its parameters are object, and it's deriving its class comes from object, and object is a built-in object for Python. That's why it's purple, anything built-in. And our first method definition, well, our only one, is called init, with these two, what are those, underlines? Whatever they're called init, and it takes two parameters, self and name. So, the self, we have this self statement. It's like an invisible parameter in some sense, because for class definitions and method definitions, it's always used, and you could use any other name for the first parameter, but most people just use self because that's the widely used term. And as you can see, we have self.name, self.alive, self.ammo, and this makes it local to this class object. And so if we have multiple objects that have the properties of a tank, we'll know that it's going to be Bob's tank and Billy's tank and so on. And the name we have because we need a name for the tank. Whatever. Self.name, as I described before, is equal to name, so it's just much shorter. Is the tank alive? Yeah. How much ammo does the tank have? It has 5 shells. How much armor does it have? 60 whatever. Now we can create a tank that uses tank as its tank as its class, its object, so it'll have the properties of this tank. So my tank is equal to tank, and here's the name, Yahoo. Also with the init, it's immediately run when you get the class. So it's the first thing, my tank dot name, Yahoo. My tank dot alive. That work? Yeah. My tank dot ammo 5. My tank dot armor 60. So as you can see, we can get all of the attributes of this tank for the tank Eliyahu. And let's see if we can do this. I'm just going to experiment 1 second. Alright, so I was just experimenting. And yeah, you can subtract from the ammo, let's say. Now, Eliyahu's tank is alive. It has 4 ammo and 60 armor. But now, let's create Bob's tank. Is equal to tank Bob. So Bob's tank dot ammo. Oh, oops, not ammo. Bob's tank dot ammo is 5, but Eliyahu's tank, or my tank dot ammo is only 4. So you see, it's the same class, the same object, but it's derived from 2 different people. We get 2 different people using the same object, but they're not the same, because Eliyahu and Bob are 2 different people, because Bob has 5 shells and Eliyahu has 4. And also, if we want to make a car, we can also use the tank thing, or make a vehicle class and get tank from it, and use all these cool things just by doing this, which is pretty awesome. Classes are really cool. So try to come up with something creative with that, and I will see you next tutorial.